So we were studying the Shashti Vibhakti form, which is a possessive form of different nouns. So for most of you have written, some of you have given me the responded with the homework, and most of it is correct. Mostly this, especially the Shashti Vibhakti form of Pullinga Shabdas like Rama, Dasharatha, etc. are there. Those are correct. For example, if I write it here, so Rama becomes Ramasya. You just have to add Sya. Shatrughna is there, Shatrughnasya. So if the base word is ending in A, like Rama, Dasharatha, Shatrughna, Bharata, so they all will, we just have to add Sya to it to get the Shashti form. Like so it becomes Ramasya Sahodaraha, Shatrughnasya Sahodaraha, Ramasya अथवा Dasharathasya Putraha, Ramasya Pita. So like that, all this it will change to Sya. Now, for Strilinga, there is a little bit of confusion I have seen. One thing, so there are two types of Strilinga words we have seen in the Shashti Vibhakti form. Yes, so actually we have seen in the Prathama Vibhakti. Prathama means what? This is the original word, right? As it becomes a subject, like Ramaha Asti. So that is a Prathama Vibhakti. So in that we are just adding the Visarga or the two dots at the end. So to the base word Ramaha, Rama. If it is a Pullinga word. So then Pullinga word ending the base word ending in a sound we have to attach a Sya to the base word to get the Shashti Vibhakti. Now for Strilinga, we have seen three types of words actually. The first one is ending in A sound, the base word ending in A sound, like Rama. Rama ending in A sound. And second type of word we have seen in the base word ending in Dirgha E sound, like Nadi or Devaki. For example, Devaki. Now the third type also we have seen the Strilinga word, that is the base word ending in Haswa E or a short E. Like for example what? Chulli. Chulli. And then I'll take like this. Chulli. So now for the Shashti Vibhakti form of these words, right now we are interested only first two types, Rama and Devaki. Now the third one, like with the base word, Strilinga word ending in Haswa E, right now we are not seeing it. So first let's look at the base word ending in A sound, Strilinga word ending in A sound. So when it is Rama, base word ending in A, then we just add the Yaha to get the Shashti Vibhakti form, Ramayaha. Similarly, to any word like Lata, Latayaha. Then what are the other ones? Like for example, Girija, Girijayaha. Subhadra, Subhadrayaha. So just we have to add Yaha to it. Now, the other type is the base word, Strilinga word ending in long E, Dirgha E sound, like Parvati. So when it is Parvati, then what we saw last time, we have to remove that E sound at the end. When we remove the E sound at the end, what remains is just this, right? Because what is Parvati actually? Parvati is Parvat and plus E at the end. So we are removing this Dirgha E at the end and then at that place we are adding yaha. Again, yaha will remain same, but we are just removing that e, adding yaha. So here it becomes Parvatyaha. Similarly, if it is Devaki, it becomes Devakyaha. Devakyaha. Then others one like Saraswati, Saraswatyaha. Nadi, Nadyaha. Patni, Patnyaha. Like if it is Patni, Patni is also Dirgha. Again in the Dirgha, so what is actually constituting this Dirgha? It is actually Patn plus E is there. The end word is actually consisting of like this, Na and E. So we are removing this E, and in that place we are adding, I think you can't see it. In that place we are adding Yaha. Okay. Removing E. So what? So Patn plus Yaha becomes what? Patnyaha. Note that whether I write it like this, whether I write it like this or I write it like this, it is just a difference in writing. Both the pronunciation is same. Patnyaha, Patnyaha, both are same. However you write it, doesn't matter. So the Ucharanam or pronunciation of both the words is same. They are just a different way of writing it. So I am stopping here for any questions. You can unmute one by one, please, one at a time. If you have anybody has question.
Sir, you did tell about a short E, that is Chuli.
Yeah. Short you will study later because it has two types of forms.
Okay.
So the other thing is like, as you see here, so here there is a Vibhakti form table. So in this form, as you see here, there is a Shashti Vibhakti Ekavachana form, like Palasya. Yeah. Palasya. Palasya. And if we had looked at the other previous one, yes. Here I see Shashti Ekavachana Ramasya, and here this is the Akaranta ending, base word ending in A sound, and but it is a Napumsakalinga, neuter gender. So its forms are shown here. So you can see that Shashti Vibhakti is Palasya. Similarly, I think I have also here ending table. Ending Strilinga word, base word is ending in like Rama. So how does a Shashti Vibhakti form looks like? Ramayaha. So now similarly there is one table here for the base word which is Strilinga but ends in E, Dirgha E word, E sound, which is Nadyaha. So we are going to look at other tables and other forms eventually, but for people who are like you are interested to look how does this short E looks like, you are welcome. There are Vibhakti tables available and there are books available with only Vibhakti tables for different types of words. The Pullinga word ending in A, Pullinga Napumsakalinga word ending in A, Napumsakalinga word ending in Ta. So all those different word forms with the Vibhakti tables are available. You can look at it. I mean,
Guruji, I have a question.
Yeah.
The masculine Pullinga Shabda, you said if it is Rama,
Yeah.
it is Ramasya, right?
Right.
What if it is Ravi or Gopi? Then what
Correct.
happens?
Right. So it has a different form. So there is the Raswa, that is Ravi. The base word there is like Ravi is just Ravi. Base word is Ravi. And it is a Raswa E, short E. It is a Pullinga Shabda. It has a different, like Ravehe. So I'll put it here. Ravehe.
Oh.
Do you see it? You don't see it.
Yes, I can see it.
Ravehe. With the Visarga.
Visarga.
Ravehe. Similarly, there is a. So these, this is simple. Like you have to you can memorize those tables, and it is easy. Or you can just keep on using these. And suppose this is like a Guru, for example, Guru. This is a base word is Guru here, Pullinga, ending in Rasva U.
Rasva U.
Rasva U. So this becomes Guroho. Oho. So U turns into O. Remember that U turns into O. And if it's like Ravi was E, right?
E turns into
E turns into A. Yes. Ravi becomes Ravehe. Kavi becomes Kavehe. Like Guru becomes Guroho.
Is that E to A the same for Dirgha and the other two?
What is Dirgha?
Like Gopi. That won't be Gopi. I don't know. I'm thinking Gopi.
No. Gopi is a Strilinga word, right? If it is Dirgha E, it is a Stri Gopi. Or Gopika. If it is Gopika, Gopikayaha.
Okay.
If it is a Pullinga, then there is no Gopi. If it is Pullinga, we say Gopaha. Right? Gopaha. Then it becomes Gopasya. No. This is simple. Gopasya.
Dhanyavad.
So since we already told you about this Guroho, Kavihi, Kavehe, then we can also, I think we will also talk about this Rasvai, Strilinga, like Mati. This is a Strilinga, not a Pullinga. Right? If it is like Kavi or Ravi, it is a Pullinga. Okay? If it is Kavi, it becomes Kavehe. So here Mati also becomes Matehe only. This is also Strilinga. Kavi is also Kavi, but Kavi is Pullinga. So in Prathama Vibhakti, this becomes Matihi and this becomes Kavihi. They look similar, but the linga is different. But for Strilinga, there is another form which we no need to discuss now. No need of confusion. Just think that it is same right now.
Okay.
Yeah. There is an alternate form here, but right now it's fine for this. So Matihi, Matehe, Kavihi, Kavehi. What are the other Ikaranta Pullinga words? You know, Rasva Ikaranta Pullinga words. Rasva Ikaranta.
As you earlier said, the Chulli.
Chulli is Strilinga.
Chulli is Strilinga.
Yeah.
How it comes as Chulle?
Chullehe. Chullehe.
Chulle.
Dhani. Dhani, Dhanehe. So both the Ikaranta is same, like Dhani, Dhanehe. Nidhi, Pullinga word. Nidhi, Nidhehe. If it is somebody's name, some girl's name, then it is Strilinga. If it is like a wealth, then it is a Pullinga. If it is, we are just using it as a general sense, like a wealth, then it becomes Pullinga, Nidhehe. If it is somebody's actually name, somebody's name is Nidhi, which is like a Strilinga, then it is a Strilinga actually because it's a name. Then but the form in the Shashti Vibhakti is same. Nidhe. Okay, let's move ahead. So now, this is last time. So, what is the sentence? What is a sentence? Who would like to answer?
Sentence is a group of words which can convey something.
Yeah, convey what you want to convey, some meaning, right? It has to have a meaning. That is first of all. A sentence, if it cannot convey or express a meaning, then it is not a sentence. If it's a meaningless sentence, is not a sentence. Right? So that's a very good definition. A group of words which to convey something, some meaningful expression. So what does it usually consist of? If you look at a very simple sentence, what are its components? What is it made of? A sentence usually.
It will typically have a noun and a verb.
Correct. So it has a noun and a verb. So now in Sanskritam language, in a grammatical sense, the most important part of a sentence is a verb. Verb means which conveys action. Okay? Which conveys action. So the heart of a sentence is action. The action in the sense, even if somebody is not doing just idle sitting or just exists, that existing is also considered as an action only. Okay? Just it is there. It is there. It's just sitting there, doing nothing. So that is also considered as an action. Even if it is like you can say, if I'm sitting, I'm breathing, that is action. So that is a different thing. But even if it is a non-living thing, which is just sitting there, just exists there. So its existence itself is like a action. Right? It's a so it will convey some action. So that means it has to be conveyed. The existence has to be conveyed using some verb. Like we have seen, like asti. Asti is a verb. So noun okay. So we're talking about the you're talking about the verbs. The verb is the most important part in a sentence. And now suppose if we say somebody is going or somebody goes. Going action of going is the most important part of the sentence. And now around it we can ask questions like if the action is like going, action is going, then the question comes like who is going, who is doing that action, okay? Or suppose reading is the action, the action of reading is happening. Now the question comes, different questions come. The first question comes is like, okay, so those different questions comes when we are talking about action. Okay? So now that means first of all there are two parts to a verb. A verb consists of two components, main components. Okay? One is noun, other is verb. And verb is the most important part. So around the verb, there could be different nouns. Because when we ask the question, who is doing the action, like who is reading? For example, reading is the verb here. So somebody reads. Then the first question comes, who reads? So that will be one noun, right? One of the nouns will be who reads. The answer to that will be one of the nouns. Like suppose if you say some boy reads. So boy is one of the nouns. The next question will be what is he reading? So what does he read? So that will be a second noun. Second noun will be he'll be reading. First is a boy. Second will be book. So he is reading a book. So the third question will be where is he reading? So we'll be adding the third one, like maybe in school. So school will be another noun. So you see that the verb reads is the most important, and around that all the other nouns are connected to that. So who reads, what is he reading, where is he reading? So these are all connected. So we are going to look at some of the basic forms of the verbs now, so that we'll start forming very basic sentences with who type of questions, like who reads, boy reads, who goes, girl goes, who swims, somebody swims, who sings, singer sings, who is driving, who drives, driver drives. So these kind of simple sentences with who type of, who means what? That is called a subject, right? That's called a subject in a sentence. So with the subject word and with the verb, simple present tense. Again, this verb can be in any tense, right? It can be in present tense, past tense, means because the action might be happening now, or action might have happened previously in the past, or action can happen in the future. So it could be past tense, present tense, future tense. So right now what we are going to see is simple present tense. Very simple present tense. The present tense is called, what is it called in Sanskritam? It is called Vartamana Kala. Vartamana Kala means present tense. So here there are few examples here. You see with the picture here. So first one is number one here. Can somebody read it? I will start with Karta Mohoday. Can you read the first one?
Sa gachati.
Who is reading it?
Sridhar.
Oh, Sridhar. Okay, good. Thank you. Sa gachati. So here, can you tell what is the sa means what? What is sa? We have seen that.
She goes.
Okay. Sa means she. What is the lingam of sa?
Striling.
What gender?
Striling.
So here, what is the verb here? Kriyapadam. Kriyapadam is gachati.
Gacha.
No, Kriyapadam is gachati.
Gachati.
Kriyapadam is gachati, this whole word here. So, gachati means going or goes. Sa gachati means she goes. Here she, and this is in the present tense. Similarly, we have saha agachati, means saha we have already seen, we know this word. Saha agachati means he comes. Agachati, remember, gachati means goes, agachati means comes. Now saha pathati. Now here pathati means reads. So where is the reading here? Here, reading picture. Saha pathati, he reads. Saha likhati, saha means he again. He writes. That is the picture here. And saha kridati. Kridati means play. He plays. He plays. And then this is the drinking. So pibati, he drinks. Saha pibati. Then we have khadati, means he eats. Sa pashyati, sa again we know Strilinga means she looks. Pashyati means looks. She is looking at the picture here. She looks. Sa pashyati looks. Saha hasati. Hasati means laughs. Saha hasati. He laughs. He laughs. And saha nayati. Okay, can you please mute? Somebody has unmuted. Thank you. Saha nayati. He carries. Okay? He is carrying something, that is nayati. So it's the picture it is shown here, so that there is no need for English translation. That's the idea here. So without the translation, you should be able to understand looking at the picture what they are doing. Sa agacchati means some lady is going. So yeah, I'll come to the question also. Sa agacchati, saha agacchati, saha pathati, saha likhati. Remember one thing here, that one important thing about verbs is that the kriyapadam, they do not change as per the linga. So whether she is going or he is going, in both the cases, it remains gacchati only. So if he is going, we will say saha gacchati. Sorry. If he is going, we will say saha gacchati. If she is going, we will say sa gacchati. Similarly, he is coming, saha agacchati. She is coming, sa agacchati. He is coming, he is reading, saha pathati. She is reading, sa pathati. So we'll just change saha, sa. Similarly, we can use eshaha, esha also. Esha means this person. Eshaha gacchati. This person goes. Esha agacchati. So that person comes. Now, before going any forward, I'll come back to the question. But hold on. So I would like to present this one first. So each verb has these 9 forms. This is again a table of verbs. Each verb has 9 forms in each tense. This is one of the tense we are seeing now, present tense. So in present tense, each verb has 9 forms. So previously we saw a noun. Each noun has 24 forms with different case endings. But in case of verb, it is simpler. It has only 9 forms in each tense. But each tense, it has got different tenses like present, future, past, and there are more tenses also in Sanskrit, which we'll see later. And in Sunday's class also, I'm going to present that also. But here, simple. If you look at the present tense, Vartamana Kala. In this, there are 9 forms of one verb, particular verb. So, how are they used here? One is that, like noun, verb also has a number or vachanam. So, a noun also, if you look at the noun table, it also has 3 columns. So, each column corresponding to a vachanam, ekavachanam, dvivachanam, bahuvachanam. So, in kriyapadam also, we have 3 columns, ekavachanam, dvivachanam, bahuvachanam. But now, for the rows here, we call them prathama purusha, madhyama purusha, uttama purusha. So what do they correspond to? So they correspond to the first, let's start from the bottom, uttama purusha. So we use this form when we are talking about ourselves. Aham. Aham means I. The first column is I. So if there is only one of me, that is I. So if there are 2 of us, then we use this form. Second column, last row, uttama purusha. If there are 2 of us. So if 2 of us are reading, then we will say avam pathavaha. Avam is the noun to say 2 of us. And pathava is the verb form in the present tense, which goes with avam. So avam pathavaha means 2 of us are reading. And then three or more means we. So we are reading, then we say vayam pathamaha. Vayam pathamaha. So the last row is used only if the action is being done by I or we. I or we. We in the sense it could be two persons or more. But I, we, in that case the last row is used. The form in the last row. Now if it is you, then the middle one is used. Madhyama Purusha. Similar, that means only if it is you which is reading, then we use this form. Only one of you. Only one person. I am saying that Tvam Patasi. So I am saying the sentence. I am saying the sentence that you are reading. Then I say Tvam Patasi. If there are two of you, then I want to say that two of you are reading. Then I'll use the middle form. The Yuvam Pathatha. Yuva means two of you. Then if there are more than two, three or more of you, so it is a group and I want to say you are reading, then I use the last in the middle here, in the last column, middle one. Yuyam Pathatha. Yuyam Pathatha. So every verb will have different 9 forms. Now, what about the first row here? First row is used for all other nouns other than I or you. I or you, ekavachana, dvivachana or bahuvachana. Except that, all other nouns, for them, we use prathama purusha. If it is singular, we use this. If it is dual, dvivachana, we use this. If it is bahuvachana, we use the last form. Okay. So, uttama purusha for I or we. Madhyama purusha, we use you or more people, you. One of you or more of you. That is Madhyama Purusha. And everything else, whether it is he, she, that, Rama, Balaka, Ashoka, this, that, Guru, Kavi, Parvati, anything other than I or you, then we use the first row, Ekavachana, Dvivachana, Bahuvachana. Okay, so here I am stopping. Ramaprasada, Mahodaya, any question?
Sanjeev Mahodaya, Mama Prashnaha, the previous screen, please. The previous. For the watching, looks, pasyati. Is it looks or is it watches? She is watching. How is same is it?
Yeah. So usually it is pasya. Generically it is used as looks. It looks.
Okay. Okay.
But there are again each of these kriya pada have other synonyms also. Many times they are alternatively used. They are not. Sometimes they are very specific meanings. Sometimes they can be used alternatively.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Guruji, I have a question on the same page.
Yeah.
Sa gachati, you said she goes. Is it she goes or she is going?
Okay. In Sanskritam, there is only one present tense. It can mean both.
Oh.
So it depends on the context. Sa gachati, saha gachati. So there is no like a present continuous different form, like he is going, goes. There is no different form depending on the context.
Okay, dhanyawad.
Good thing about words, Kriya Padam, is that they are same for any lingam, Srilinga, Pullinga, Napunskalingam. Otherwise, it would have been more complicated, right? So we just have this Prathama Purusha, Madhyam Purusha, Uttam Purusha, and then Vachana. There is no linga difference. For any linga, the same forms are used.
Sir, I have a question. So, using the word gachati, So for this purpose in Uttam Purush, can we say, next page,
Yeah.
in Uttam Purush Ekvachan, Aham Gacchami, Avam
Correct.
Gacchava, Vayam
Yes.
Gacchama.
Correct.
Will it be right to say like this?
Yes. Perfectly fine. Yes.
Okay. The same way for Madhyam Purush and Pratham Purusha.
Yeah. Madhyam Purusha will be Tvam Gacchasi,
Gacchasi,
Yuvam Gachatha,
Gachatah,
Yuyam Gachatha.
Gachatah.
Hmm.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
So ultimately now we would like to use all these forms, right, in our day-to-day conversation also. We should use these forms ultimately. But to begin with, it may be too many things to learn at a time. So what we are trying to do during this course is to simplify and restrict it to only few forms, okay, and make it simple. Like how? Like initially, one thing we are doing is focus on this Prathama Purusha, right? In the nouns, what we did, right now we are looking at the nouns with the Akaranta Pullinga, Akaranta Napumsakalinga words and Akaranta Strilinga words and Dirgha Ikaranta Strilinga words. So this is what we are starting with. So this is just to get the idea that, okay, this is the word and these are the different word forms, noun forms, and this is how they can be used. Now, as we start reading different books, as we start conversing, then we are going to encounter different words also. All the words will not be Akaranta Pullinga or Ikaranta Strilinga. So different words we are going to encounter, but at least we'll have an idea of what to look for. So like now we know that every noun will have like 24 forms. Now, if we learn like all the forms of at least one word, then there are books available which will give all the tables for different word forms. So you can just look at them and then you will be able to quickly figure out other things. Now similarly, coming to words, now what we are going to do is that focus on this Prathama Purusha Ekavachana first. Same thing with the noun also we are focusing on the Ekavachana, singular first. Yeah. Here also we are focusing on Prathama Purusha Ekavachana and Uttama Purusha Ekavachana because we want to say about I and somebody else like Ramaha or Balakaha, something, right? And then Bahuvachana also we need it. The next thing we need is Bahuvachana, like Ramaha or Balakaha. There are many boys. Balakaha Pathanti, Balakaha Gachanti. Similarly, if there are many of us, we are going, Vayam Gachamaha, Vayam Pathamaha. So we'll practice these forms first, okay, the four corners with the Kriyapadam. And we'll use Aham and Vayam. Vayam means we, Aham is one, I, that's I. And similarly, Prathama Purusha is like one person, somebody else, and here is many people. So we are going to look at these four. Now what about Madhyama Purusha and Dvivachana? There is a trick in Sanskrit language which we can avoid those things initially. We should not, once we progress a little bit, we should start using them also. But initially, just to keep it simple, just to pick up the speed, there is a trick without without violating the grammar rules. There are tricks to avoid the Madhyama Purusha and also Dvivachana. How? So we'll see that now. One thing is that you also we need that. You, because in our everyday conversation we use you very much. It is not that we use only I or somebody else. We always use you also. But here, sorry, what is the you? What is the word for you? We already seen. We have seen you, right?
Tvam.
Like, who are you? Like for that, who are you? What is the sentence? Sudhir Mohoday, who are you? What is the sentence?
Tvam. Tvamasi.
No. Tvam we have not seen yet, but we already seen the equivalent word or equivalent sentence for who are you or what is your name? What is your name?
Sir, Tom?
Bhavan or Bhavatyah?
Bhavan, correct.
Bhavan putra nama kim?
Hmm?
Bhavan putra nama kim?
No, Bhavan means you and Bhavatah means you are. If it is a male, Bhavata means you are. If it is a male, if it is a female, we have seen Bhavati means you, and Bhavatyaha means you are. If it is a female, we have not used the tvam as such. No? We have seen we have talked about, somebody asked what is tvam. We saw that, but we don't have to use it. If you use Bhavan or Bhavati, depending on male or female, it means tvam only. Whereas, remember, tvam, if you use tvam, this tvam does not have any lingam. It is like a common lingam. It is a sarvanama. Means whether it is a female, neuter, everything, we can use tvam. Okay? Or if for a bahuvachana, we can use yum. If there are many, if there are two, we can use yuvam without any consideration for the linga. But when we are using bhavan, which means the same thing, bhavan means you only, you. But this is used only when the other person is male. Similarly, bhavati, we use it when the other person is female. This also means you only.
But Bhavan and Bhavati is with respect, right? But Tvam is just like a colloquial you.
No, there is nothing like that in Sanskritam. That is a misconception which is circulating. There is no support in anywhere for that kind of concept. Okay, so, but anyway, but the thing is here, what we are talking means the you means you. In both the cases, it means you. Now, the interesting thing about this Bhava and Bhavati is, though it means you only, it does not use this Madhyama Purusha form of the Kriyapadam. It uses the Prathama Purusha form of the Kriyapadam. So when I want to say you are going, and that you is a male, suppose. So what we are going to say? Bhavan patati. Bhavan gacchati. Bhavan gacchati.
Then can we say that this is the Sambodhana, this one for you, Tvam?
No, it is not Sambodhana. It is actually you only. You are going. We are not addressing.
Okay.
Yeah. It is still Prathama Vibhakti, means it is still a subject here, And this gamana kriya, this act of going, is being done by you. That is, so when I want to say you are going, then I am saying bhavan gacchati. You are going or you go. You go means not order. I am not saying you should go or you go. That is different. It's in the sense of present tense. Like how I say he goes, you go. That kind of present tense. Or you are going. Both are same thing here. Bhavan gacchati. Similarly, if it is a female, then we use bhavati. And again, interesting thing about this bhavati word is that it means you in the female sense, but it takes the prathama purusha ekavachana form. Because this bhavati is ekavachana, the kriyapada, corresponding kriyapada also should be in ekavachana, right? Because I am the only person, or the person who is doing the action is only one person. So the kriyapada and the noun who is doing it should be in the same vachanam. Okay. If there are more people doing the work or the action, so then accordingly, if there are two people, the kriyapada will be in dvivachanam and noun will also be in dvivachanam. And if kriyapadam is in bahuvachanam, noun will also be in bahuvachanam. The people who are doing that action, that word also has to be in bahuvachanam. So if it like bhavati, bhavan and bhavati, though it means you, but it takes the prathama purusha ekavachanam, because bhavan and bhavati, they are singular. So it becomes bhavan pathati, bhavan gacchati, bhavati gacchati, bhavati pathati. So similarly, if we are looking at other kriyapadam here, so for example, likhati, so writing. So you are writing, so bhavan likhati, if it is a male, and otherwise bhavati likhati. So that this way, so the madhyama purusha can be avoided to begin with. But so during the course of time, so as you progress further, you can also learn that madhyama purusha forms and start using them. So right now, initially we are avoiding and then going this prathama purusha form only. So bhavan gacchati, saha gacchati, sa gacchati. So depending on what the sentence is, when I say bhavan gacchati, bhavan agacchati, so I don't have to remember that madhyama purusha form, agacchasi, etc. Because right now this table looks simple, like madhyama purusha form, like just like patasi, patatha, patatya. But some kriyapada forms are quite complex. These what forms we are seeing here, these are simple, but some forms are a little very complex, especially in madhyama purusha and all that. So instead of trying to remember, it's good to remember, but if you don't remember, then we can just fall back to this technique that you can start using bhavan, bhavati, just because we already know prathama purusha forms of kriyapada or the verbs, we can start using them. Prathama purusha like this. Bhavan patati, saha patati, Rama patati, Balaka patati. So anything. Esha patati. Or patram patati means the leaf falls. Patram patati. Bhavan patati. Bhavati patati. Patati falls. We can start using them. Any question? question. So here there are some list of the forms. List of Kriyapadam which are listed here, and some conversion is expected here. Like Pathati, what we are trying to do is from Prathama Purusha Ekavachana form, which is Pathati, to Uttama Purusha Ekavachana form, Pathami. So Pathati is used, Pathami is used when it is I, Aham, only Aham. So this form is used, Uttama Purusha Ekavachana form is used exclusively with Aham only. Aham has to be there, then only Pathami will come, or that form will come, Pathami, Gacchami, Pibami, Likhami, whatever. If there is no Aham, if there is something else, then some other form will come. So all these, like in the bracket here shown here for Madhyama Purusha and Uttam Purusha, those nouns must be performing that act, and those words must be there in the sentence. I mean, those words can be hidden, but that means that that person is doing the action. For example, Pathami means always I. Pathami means Aham is not required also in the sentence to be used. It is like when I say Asti, Asti means something is there. Sorry, Saha Balakaha. Suppose if I say Saha Balakaha, Saha Balakaha. So here what, if I say Saha Balakaha, is it a sentence? Is it a full sentence?
Yes. Full.
Full sentence. Well, how do we know that? Where is the verb? This
because there is a default or...
Yeah.
The verb is implied actually here. Asti will be the verb.
Yeah, right. Yeah, implied. Saha balaka asti. Saha balakaha asti. Asti is implied here. So, asti is implied. How do you know? Asti is like exists, means he exists. So, this balaka, that boy, may be present in the past, may be existing in the past also, right? He may be, but if you do not add anything here, it is implied that just asti currently exists. It exists. Yeah. So it is implied. So similarly, when I say some things are implied here. When I say Pathami, it always means I. I is implied here. Aham is always implied, because Pathami, the form itself, the Kriyapada form, the verb form itself indicates that it is always Aham. It cannot be anything else. So similarly, the other forms also, like when I say Pathavaha, it always means Avam, means two of us. When I say Pathamaha, so if I say, for example, Pustakam Pathamaha, Pustakam Pathamaha. So here, Vayam is implied. Whether you say Vayam or not, Vayam is implied. You don't have to say Vayam. If it is there, it is fine. No harm. But Pathama itself indicates that it is Vayam, always. Not Pustaka, sorry. Pustakam Pathamaha.
One thing to ask.
Yes.
Aham Patami, I read and I am reading. Both is okay now.
Yeah, both are okay. Both are okay. Both, depending on the context, we will have to look at what the paragraph is saying or what story is going on. So we'll have to see. So, Aham Pathami means I am reading or I read. Okay, then Pathasi also same thing. Pathasi. So when I say Pustakam Pathasi, Tvam is implied there. Tvam is always implied. Tvam is there, doesn't need to be there. If it is there, it is fine. Pathasi means Tvam always. Not Bhavan. It is not Bhavan also. Tvam word is implied. The word tvam. Though bhavan and you means same thing, when I say pathasi, tvam is implied, not bhavan. Then same thing, pathatha, then yuvam is implied. Pathatha, yuyam is implied. Nothing else is implied. But here, prathama purusha, then we need the word there. So pathati, then we don't know who. It could be anybody. Like it is not aham, it is not tvam. It could be anything else. So then we need the word. Then the question comes who. Tell me who, patati. Then it could be Rama patati, Balaka patati. Then it could be bhavan also, because bhavan is a special case. So if it is a bhavan, then this patati is applied, not patasi. Then same thing with pathataha, same thing with pathanti. We need the additional word there. Who is doing the work? Who is doing that action? So we need that word there.
One thing, Bhavan Patasi is not correct. Huh?
No, Bhavan Patasi is not correct. Bhavan always goes with this Prathama Purusha Ekavachana form. Bhavan Gacchati, Bhavan Patati, Bhavan Likati, Bhavan Uttishtati, Bhavan Tishtati, all those. Bhavan Chalati, Bhavan Khadati. So in this table, we'll do some exercise here. So I know there are some questions and some questions in the sense you might have some still doubts in your mind, because one question came that present tense, like I am reading. Both are same in Sanskritam. How is it possible? Yeah, but that is the nature of the language. That is how it is done. But if you really want to say what are you doing, there are other ways to say that. We'll see that later. I am currently going. So if you directly say I am aham gacchami, that is correct. That's actually correct. And how it is used. But there are other alternate ways to actually imply I am actually right now walking. So then the other question is like bhavan, tvam, like respect, non-respect. That is also like a unsupported concept, which if one gets into more and more into depth of Sanskrit, those will be clear.
What is the meaning of Upavishati?
Upavishati is sitting. Is that sitting? Is it here? No. Upavishati, is it here? Yeah, here. I will say that. Okay. Now let's start one by. I can't see the names here, so let me call randomly. Lakshmikant Modaya, first one, right? Sorry, read it. First one. First.
I have to know what I
read it.
Likhati.
Read it and what is the Uttama Purusha form or Aham form? When I say want to use it to Aham, how do I convert that? Like Patati becomes Patami. Likhati becomes
Likhati becomes Likhami.
So we say Aham Likhami.
Aham Likhami.
Aham Likhami. Say the complete sentence with the Likhami. Aham Likhami. Now use the Pashyati word with Saha Pashyati or Sa Pashyati. And then with Aham, what does it become? With Aham?
Aham Pashyami.
Yeah, who is reading?
Madhavi.
Okay, you can do the next couple of them.
Hasati, hasami. Aham hasami. Aham kelami. Aham kridami.
Aham kridami. Okay.
Aham tishtami.
Okay, so I think let me also, if you know the meaning, you can say that. Otherwise, I can explain the meaning of each of them. So start with likati. I don't think you read the meaning.
I am writing. I am pashyati. I am seeing. Pashyami. I am seeing. Aham asami. I am laughing. Aham kelami. I am playing. And aham kridami is also playing. Aham tishtami is sitting.
Waiting.
Waiting.
No, not waiting. Standing.
Standing.
Okay. Aham upavishati. Aham upavishami is I am sitting.
Yes.
Vahati, I don't know what the mean. No,
Carrying, no?
Yeah, there are two meanings here. Vahati means carrying and also flowing. Okay? For example, nadi vahati means
nadi is flowing.
Flowing, okay.
Vahati meaning is also there. Carrying is also there. Aham petikam vahami means I am carrying petika and box. Aham pustakam vahami.
For carrying there was something else, right? In the 18th one.
Yeah. Nayami is also there. Nayami, that is also correct. Nayati.
Yeah, Nayami.
You see here the last,
Nayati.
Last one here, Nayati. That is also correct. Okay, Madhavi Bhagini. Can you do this one? The second column. Madhavi Bhagini, are you there? No.
Aham gacchami, I am going. Aham agacchami, I am coming. Aham chalati, I am walking.
1 minute, Mother. Is not there? So anybody else like Usha Bhagini?
Prabhuji. Guruji, I connect.
Yeah.
Aham gacchami.
Right, aham gacchami. Okay, next.
Aham agacchami.
Meaning agacchami. Gacchami is going. Aham agacchami. I am coming.
Coming.
Chalati.
Walking.
Yes. Saha chalati. So you can say two sentences like saha chalati. With chalati you can use saha. Saha chalati means he is going. And with aham what does it become? With
aham chalami.
Okay. The next one.
Aham dhavami.
Meaning?
I am running.
Yeah.
Aham nayami.
Meaning?
I carry.
Yeah. Next one.
Aham pibami. I drink.
Yes.
Aham khadami. I eat. Aham bhavami. Bhavami, I don't know.
So if it is Prathama Purusha, if it is like Saha or Balakaha, so what does it mean? Balakaha Bhavati. So Bhavati is generally used in couple of meanings. One, Bhavati means also it means exists. So exists is also fine, but generally it is used in the sense of happens. Like for example, if you say aham bhavami, for example, you can say aham tatra bhavami. Aham or aham atra bhavami. Then you can say atra or tatra. Atra means you know already.
Yeah.
You know, aham tatra bhavami. Okay. What does it mean?
I am there.
No. I am there. Now, generally, so how this sentence is used in general is that aham tatra bhavami. So today, suppose you are going somewhere. You are going to a temple. So somebody asks you, are you going to be at the temple? So then you can say aham tatra bhavami. If it is going to be today. And technically speaking, very strictly speaking, it will be in future. Like you are going there like in after 2 hours, suppose. Not you are right now not there. But still, we just use it in our day to day like that, right? We don't actually use the future tense form in English also, in our language also. Same thing here also. So we can use this present tense form if it is near enough. Like 2 hours, it doesn't matter, like 4 hours. Aham tatra bhavami. Yeah, I'll be there. It actually means I'll be there. That's in future. But it's still bhavami, which is a present tense form, it is okay. Aham tatra bhavami. Aham pibami. Means aham jalam pibami. I will drink the water. So, I may not be drinking it now, or it may not be present tense. It may be like next in 5 minutes I'll be drinking. But you can still say aham jalam pibami.
Can I ask one thing?
Yes, please.
Is there any tinge in khel and creed? Difference of is there any
difference of in
is there any tinge of difference in khelati and kridati? Meaning same thing?
Not that I know of. Khelati, kridati, same.
Mahoday,
Yeah.
yaha bhavati bhavami, what meaning it comes?
Saha bhavati. You mean bhavati and bhavami?
What does it mean exactly here?
Bhavati means happens. Bhava means I happen.
Happen. Okay.
Bhavati, somebody else. He, she, or boy, something happens. Or some event happens. Bhavati. Like Ratrihi bhavati. Night happens.
Then in the
Ratrihi
sentence
bhavati.
aham tatra bhavami, what does it mean? Bhavami, what I explain here? Tatra is there. Bhavami.
Yes. Bhava means I will be there.
Okay.
Aham tatra bhavami means actually it means I am there. Aham tatra bhavami, actually it means I am there. But generally how it is used in the conversation or usage is aham tatra bhavami means I will be there in like 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 hour, whatever.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Sir, I have a question. Sir, in patati, when we say as a patami, is the akaranta that a comes, right? Patami. Likewise, all the words likati, likhami we say.
Yes.
So my question is, I mean, could there be a word wherein even in patati it could be like akaranta sabda would be there, something like, I mean, is there any word patati or something like that? And if it is in that context, how would we this thing making it in ekvachan prathama purush?
Like for example, let's say so you are saying like let me go to the slide. So here when you say akaranta, which one is akaranta here? Patami.
Yeah, yes, sir. Patami.
Yes, it is not akaranta. it is not ending in a. There is a in between only, right? That's what you want to say.
in between only. So if suppose there is some word like, I mean, root word, patha or something like that, wherein, you know, in that case also it will remain the
yes, it will remain same. It will remain same. For example, for example, gayati. This is one word. Gayati means sings. Here, Gay is in the beginning. Not in the middle. Gayati. So here, Gayati and Gayami. So this what is before doesn't matter. So here we are adding a.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
And what I think
I have the same question actually. Sorry, go ahead.
I think what Sudhir Mahoday was asking was like, is there any Kriyapada like Patha or something like that?
Right, sir.
No, they are there, but they take different forms, not the simple form.
Okay.
So we are looking at simple verbs now.
Right, sir.
So which start like this actually, which always start like Patha, Gaya, Likha, Naya, Vaha. So they are all ending like only here. Before T, before this Pathati, before T there is So we are looking at those such Kriyapada only now. Right?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, so there was another question. Suresh Mahoday or what?
No, I had the same question, so I think you already answered it.
Okay, yeah.
Savanola Dishi?
So here, looking at the picture here, we will have to identify the right Kriyapada here. And also change it to the Uttama Purusha or Aham format. So Pathati become Pathami, right? Okay, so here, so use this one. What is he doing? So let's go with, I can't see the list. Who is present? Anybody not at Chalati. So now you have to say, either you have to use the word who also, who is doing, like either you say Saha, Purushaha, Balaka, something you have to say.
Saha Kalami. Saha Kalami.
Saha?
Kalami. Sorry. Saha
Chalati.
Saha Chalati, sorry.
Yes, Saha Chalati. So it's Uttama Purusha form will be Aham
Chalami.
I'm Chalami. So Chalami is here, right? Chalami. Okay, next one, who else is there? Geeta Bhagini is there?
Yes. Sa likati. Aham likami. Aham likami.
Okay, next one also you can do. What is she doing?
Pashyati.
Yes.
Right. Sa pashyati. Aham pashyami.
Okay. So now when I can also ask the question here, like this, right, looking at this picture, the answer will be Saha Chalati. But now my question could be Kaha Chalati. Kaha Chalati. So remember that. So, note that here I can use the question word also, like kaha, ka, kim, also with these words. Any of the question words. Like I can use kaha, I can use ka, or I can use kim. Any of the question words, depending on if I can see the person, if I can see the object what is doing the action, then I can use the correct gender. Kaha is for pullinga, ka is for strilinga, kim is for napumsakalinga. So depending on who is doing, I can change the word here, kaha or ka or kim, depending on the lingam. But if I do not know the lingam, then I can generally ask kim only. It doesn't matter. Kim or kaha, what doesn't matter. So here, the first one I can say kaha chalati. So your answer would be purushaha chalati or saha chalati, eshaha chalati. It could be anything. So similarly, the second one I'll ask ka likhati, sa likhati, balika likhati, mahila likhati. The next one ka pashyati, mahila pashyati, balika pashyati.
Guruji.
Hello.
Yes.
So here, so you're asking questions like, but what would be a general form to ask, like, what is she doing?
I was just going to say, can I, for the first row, fourth picture, can I say, Balika kim karoti?
Yes. Yeah.
Then the answer will be Balika pustakam pathati. Okay.
Yes. But karoti again, we can see in the next class, because we are not set to a different form, right? So it is not like, remember before ti, when I said karoti, so here before ti there is o, not a, like pathati, likhati, tisthati. So what we are saying is all here.
So how do you
here
say
all
so how will you question Balika kim? So
Balika kim karoti is correct.
It's correct. Okay.
It is correct. I'm not saying it's not correct. That's what
we haven't learned it yet. Okay.
Yes. I didn't want to introduce here because it has a O in between.
Correct. Sorry.
Yeah. No, that's fine. No, that's fine. So all the verbs here, if you see here before ti, they are just simple one, like so all that this table what we saw before, it holds good for all these. So whether it is gacchati gacchami, chalati chalani, nayati nayani, pibati pibami, khadati khadani. So all this table holds good. But karoti, it doesn't hold good because there is O there. So what will become? It will not become karami. So it becomes karomi. So we'll see it in the next class probably. Okay. So these are the same things. You can associate these pictures with different words here. Okay. And then form the sentences. So write the sentences. So Nadi. So a special Nadi is given here. So you can say Nadi Vahati. Nadi Vahati. So flows. Nadi is flowing. Ashwaha Dhavati. Okay, so now another for homework you can take this one. The next slide. I can send this to you in the email also as a homework. So identify all the actions happening here. From what this one and this one we have learned, the different words we have learned here. See if you can identify different actions. For example, what is she doing here? Yeah, what is he doing here? What is he doing? What is he doing? What is she doing here? What is he doing here? Okay. different things like identify and try to write the sentences with saha, at least saha or sa, whatever, or esha, esha, or balakaha, balika, purushaha, mahila. Using those words, write the sentences of the activities happening here. And even